Michael B. Jordan is going to be the next guy. I heard this is going to be like a franchise. So honestly, one of the best movies I've ever watched all year. I think it's definitely worth an Oscar. All the symbolism that came from that movie, definitely recommend.
I guarantee you.
It's so ironic. My man is due to sign $100 million media contract. And then this comes out.
Remember, he's getting extorted for 50 mil.
Half of that.
50 mil.
That's like the United States with their taxes.
Yeah.
We're going to take half.
And that girl's an OnlyFans girl?
20 years old. OnlyFans. Bro, they said, hey, look, this $100 million. You want it? You want it? Huh? Bro, this movie was sensational.
It was really, really good. Nah, to be honest, it really captured me.
I'm definitely going to hit some spoilers. Hey, whoever's watching, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. By the way, you should have watched it a long time ago. You had like a week.
I know. What's a grace period? When a movie comes out?
A week or two.
A week?
This is like the borderline.
Right.
You give them grace.
Yeah, a week. Yeah, I think a week is fine.
But screw that. We're going to spoil it for them. Don't worry.
You know, there was Scorsese and De Niro, Denzel, Spike Lee. Now we got Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, bro.
I like it.
It's a good
I
look.
like it. And they need to continue working with each other.
Honestly, this movie had a lot of symbolism, a lot of hidden like statements that, that fits our culture the best, in my opinion.
Let me tell you something. And next year, bet on it. It might get an Oscar for Best Picture.
Yeah, I believe it.
Best
it
Picture.
Should. If it doesn't get an Oscar nomination, there's something wrong. And honestly, like boycotting it.
And to be honest, we're gonna have to give Michael B. Jordan his respect now.
Yeah.
You gotta put him up there.
Yeah.
He's gonna
this performance.
He's getting up there.
Yeah, I think so.
We gotta classify. We're gonna soon classify him with Denzel and them.
Yeah,
it's gonna take some time though. But like, he's on it.
I agree. I'm not gonna lie. From start to finish, just pure excitement, bro.
Yeah, I saw it in Screen X. It was like what the fudge? Like it was everywhere. You could see the surroundings, and it's like
I watch in a regular theater, bro. I think that was my mistake.
You gotta up your movie theater like excitement, man.
Look, man, I don't be taking girls out to the movies all the time, man. So I watch movies at home, bro.
That's bad works. You gotta make sure.
You gotta show me your ways, man.
Yeah, just take it to the movies. Give it a.
You got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Come on, bro.
No. I can't. Nah, it's actually really expensive to be in a movie.
Bro, it's very expensive. It's like $25.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
I think
that's cheap.
For my thing, it was like $30.
Bro, you can cut the movie off, man. Man, I'm not gonna lie though. Like the fact that they had that a good cast of folks. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Some people who never even acted before or been on screen before. With the guy with the banjo, whatever it's called.
Yeah. I think that's pivotal for him.
Nah, it was. I'll be honest though. If I was Josh Allen, I'd be a little bit pissed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'll be pissed. But it's like, it was good for her.
All right,
you got it. It's like this is like a big break. You got to give her that grace period. But
let me ask you a question, man. Mm-hmm. You're a superstar NFL QB. Mm-hmm. Are you gonna allow your engaged wife to be having a sex scene with Michael B. Jordan on the screen?
You put me in a wall, man.
Michael B. Jordan, bro. Come on, man.
Damn, she probably must have been having way more fun than. Damn.
You know the saying.
Damn.
You know the saying.
So she was talking spicy in that movie,
bro. She was you know what? She reminded me. I was like, where have I seen her from? She's in that Marvel whatchamacallit with the arrow thing. That's her.
Oh, that's Kate Bishop,
bro. That's
no
her.
way. That's not.
That's her.
That's Kate Bishop.
Yeah, that's her. I'm like, yo, where have I seen this person before?
I'm gonna have to look it up because there's no way.
And now I can't see that person the same anymore. You can't go from Sinners to back to Disney. You know what I mean? Because
I know she was in she was like doing the voice acting for the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
but I didn't know she was in Hawkeye.
Yeah,
wow, I didn't know that was Kate Bishop,
bro. Man.
Wow.
Yo, but she too killed it. Honestly, one of the best movies I've ever watched all year. I think it's definitely worth an Oscar.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan is gonna be the next guy. I heard this is gonna be like a franchise. So
it should be a franchise
for all the people who are cultured folks. Everybody who want to get a deep dive of what Black culture, Black history really is about, all the symbolism that came from that movie, definitely recommend.
I guarantee you, if they extend this series to like different movies and add different characters, trust me, it'll be a complete box office. It'll forever capture the black dollar. I guarantee you, it's gonna capture the black dollar.
Did you watch the spoilers all the way to the end?
Yeah.
So I heard or I read. So it's not based on any real character, but there is a significant Black history artist who played music, and it was known for him to play a guitar. Mm-hmm. And I guess the background story was this music artist sold his soul to the devil. I forget his name, to be honest. I wish I knew his name. But there's a picture of him where his shadow is depiction of the devil. And it's this Black jazz artist back in the day, like in the 1912s, 20s, whatever. So that's who the main character is basically trying to highlight. You know, that's who Ryan Coogler is trying to highlight. Again, there's just so many things in that movie. Definitely going to watch it. Definitely don't miss it out. We love your comments. Make sure you guys write those comments, and we want to hear your thoughts when you do watch it. This is free promotion, bro. This is free promotion.
You gotta eventually they're gonna have to pay us one day.
One day, guys.
One day.
It's Social Path Network. Get up. Come on.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Yeah. All right, guys. Welcome back to the Social Path. I'm your host, Harry Obama J. Here with my boy, the Heartbreak Kid himself, Josh Amadou.
How are you?
Bro, I'm good, man. Bro, we are growing. Guys, we love your attention. You guys have been helping us become successful one day, right? So please continue to help us grow. We see our numbers are trending upwards in the right direction. So take some time right now just to like and subscribe that button. Share with your friends. And again, as we grow, you grow. So what's up, brother? How you been, man?
Been great, man. How's everything been?
It's getting warm.
I know, right? Isn't it fantastic?
Bro, it's about that time. Every time it gets warm like this, I'm thinking to myself, why do I live on the East Coast? Why can't I just move to like San Diego and just start my life fresh where it's always perfect weather all the time, bro?
You know you can do that, right?
I know, but San Diego's mad expensive. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't cheap.
You know you can always go to Texas, right?
Bro, Texas, your neighbor will be 15 miles down the road. Like, how can I ask for sugar or something? Like, I'm not, you know what I mean?
Then go get sugar. Then drive.
I can't ask for sugar.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to check out Houston. I've been hearing so many things. You trying to go in 2 weeks? No, 2 weeks I'm going somewhere else. You trying to go maybe 3 weeks?
3 weeks?
Yeah, in 3 weeks we're going.
I'll get the boys.
Okay. Hey, Sam, you coming?
Nah, man.
Oh, you got family. It's all good. Shout out to family, man. You know what I mean?
Man.
Next time. Yeah. Next time. Yeah. Happening. You know, friends. Yeah.
When they say next time, it means never.
Yeah. A white man's yes is a black maybe.
So like, I don't know means no. And next time means never.
He don't respond when he sees that text message. Like, leave it unread. But yeah, man. No, life is good, bro. Back in the gym, getting warm. So trying to just be consistent. You know what I mean?
Bro, I've been telling you, I've been in the gym for so long, and it's like I see everything now. Now I can just really go to work and like just wear my shirt, and it's like they be seeing the guns.
Oh yeah. You get those things registered. Are you good? Are you certified?
Yeah, certified. You got to watch out. You know
what I'm saying? What's your diet looking like though? More protein. TRT, all that good stuff, right? Testosterone.
Creatine. Make sure that like you get that
steroids and the injections.
Steroids. Yeah, that's way too much.
No
steroids.
No.
Steroids.
Would you ever do it?
No.
You're lying.
That'd be way too much, man. I think creatine would just make you more better than steroids. If you really,
I don't know, man.
Think about it.
I mean, I hear good things about creatine, obviously, but I don't take it no more. I heard it's
It does not mess up your kidneys.
I think it does, man.
It's
I think it does, man.
Anyways.
What's up, man? What you got?
Yeah, so have you seen the draft?
Have I seen the draft? Bro, have I not seen the draft? Honestly, the first three players, phenomenal. Cam Ward to Tennessee.
He's a stud.
Were you shocked with Tennessee's pick?
No. They need a quarterback because their past few quarterbacks have been so garbage.
Who they had? The Levy kid, right?
No, I think they had Will Lewis.
Will Levy?
See,
we don't even know his name.
Yeah,
bro.
like that's how bad he is.
See, that's the thing about the NFL. You got to be able to like sell tickets. So I feel like Cam Ward, he's a beast, man.
He's a dog,
and he's focused. I like that. I love that. And then what do you think about number 2, the Travis Hunter, aka Deion's replica? What's up?
it's a great environment for him to play both ways.
I mean, Jacksonville though. I mean, are we gonna be?
No. Let's be real. If he would have went to like the Giants, if he went to any other place, they would not tell him. They're not gonna tell him you're either gonna play wide receiver or cornerback.
No. If he played to the Giants, bro, he'll still do whatever he wants. Yeah. Bro, he's the absolute, probably the best pick in the past 10 years. Yeah. Because he plays both sides.
Yeah, and it's like that's the thing though. How is he going to withstand the NFL dynamic? Because college and NFL,
Deion did it, and he did it well.
Yeah,
and he's and this is a new age with the kids today, bro. Like they have the energy to do this thing. Like if they give him some plays that he can work up, it could be a nice formula for success for this team, bro. And you got the superstar name. Now people are buying tickets. Now we're gonna watch Jacksonville do their thing.
So it's Jacksonville, right? All right, now, listen to me. Look at me.
Hey, wait, you even talking about my Giants, bro. Well, go.
Trevor Lawrence. There's no excuse no more. You have talent now.
That's true.
You have talent now.
That's
true. If you're ass this year, it's on you, buddy.
So how many years do you give Trevor Lawrence to become successful?
How many years? He
didn't have the wide receivers that he has now. Probably.
Look how many years we gave him though.
I think it's coaching too, honestly.
Yeah.
But so how many years are you gonna give him to become successful with this new piece that he just added?
He got 2 more years.
2 more years. And then he becomes what, a backup quarterback? Or
he comes out of there. They trade him for something else, man.
No, go ahead.
You're right. No, I already lost my train of thought, so you better go away.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, every year, the NFL draft reminds me, like, it must really be a hard position to be an NFL player. Every year, they're drafting new talent, new kids to replace you, bro. That must be the most stressful thing to go through as an NFL player.
Yeah, but then at the end of the day, like, they have to have that adjustment. Like getting into like the NFL from college is like a big mental shift, and it's like I seen some cats once they get into the NFL, they become complete bust because they don't know how to adjust to the NFL. So it's like, to me that's 50-50. You know what I'm saying? They have to work their ass off to get that spot, and those guys that is in the NFL, they need to like be on the P's and Q's. Like, this guy might take my spot.
No, of course. But imagine if I said, hey, look, man, next year I'm gonna draft your replacement. I do like you though. I think you're a great player, but next year I'm drafting your replacement. I might tell you, hey, look, don't worry about it. You got nothing to worry about. This kid, he ain't gonna start. Mm-hmm. And then practice happens.
Yeah.
Every year they go through. Honestly, man, I give a lot of the NFL players a lot of credit. But
you gotta understand, that's the football mindset. Like, you gotta realize, like, anybody can take a spot any day,
anytime, man, anytime.
So you shouldn't be worried about the next draft, the next kid that they draft. But it's like, you gotta work on your game. Work on your game. Get in the gym. If you feel like you suck last year, then work at it.
Yeah. You know, it's funny too. The narrative always changes every year. One year you be like the best thing to come. They'll talk you up. You're the best. The next year it goes, hey, look, man, this new kid, he could be better. He could be better than that guy.
That's how it is. That's how football is. And it's like, it's a business at the end of the day.
Facts.
Like, sometimes you may be nice. The next year they cut you.
Facts.
Like, you can't get mad about it. You just gotta work on your game.
Now,
get better.
Are we happy? Are we finally happy that the Giants finally get it right with their first 2 picks of the draft in 2025, bro? I'm excited. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm excited because they were smart. They got this edge rusher that is literally the equivalent of Michael Parsons.
Bro, they said,
my God.
They said Michael Parsons, we passed on him for what reason? We don't know. Another shot came and they took his replica, bro.
I guarantee you, if he would have slipped, if the Giants didn't get him, he would have easily went to the Cowboys.
Of course. He has top number 1 talent.
Yeah.
Of course.
He might be the best. I think he might be one of the sleepers in the draft.
I think he probably will win Rookie of the Year for sure.
He win Defensive
Unless
Rookie
they give it to the quarterback or something.
They would give Defensive Rookie of the Year. They'll give it
yeah, defense. Yeah.
Yeah, so offensive is probably going to be like Travis, maybe Cam Ward.
Okay.
It depends. But yeah, like, how do you feel about the Giants though?
Bro, I know there's a lot of controversy with who the Giants should have picked as an NFL quarterback. Mm-hmm. They got Jameis Winston. They got Russell Wilson. Mm-hmm. And I think they let go of that other kid. Maybe, I don't know.
DeVito?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what did you're not gonna get nothing out of him.
Of course
like,
not.
Like it's just a one-time thing. It's a one-time thing. Like, cause you know when you get that one shorty and it's like, yeah, one time, just.
Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, ladies watching, this guy's a dog. But honestly, man,
not a dog. I'm a well-spoken gentleman.
You just saying that because his mom's watching. Look, Jackson Dart, bro. I know everybody was like, "Oh, Shador," and we'll talk about Shador. Don't get it wrong. We're gonna talk about Shador. But this Jackson Dart, man, I watched the film. Now I'll be honest, I wasn't following Ole Miss all year. You know how it goes.
Let's be honest. Nobody really watches them. No, you can't.
But once they made that pick, I went into YouTube University and I saw my man play all these games. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm very, very happy and very impressed.
I understand it. I'm not happy. I understand it though.
You know what's funny? A lot of people weren't happy when they picked Josh Allen.
Yeah.
A lot of people weren't happy when they picked Lamar Jackson.
I don't know about Josh Allen. I think we was tired. It was really tired. Buffalo, like, trust me, I lived in Buffalo. We was tired of Tyrod Taylor. They was tired of.
That was your guy.
He was our guy until he started stinking it up that year. He was stinking up that year.
Was he though?
Yes, he was.
I don't think so.
Yes, he was.
Right before he went to San Diego, I don't think so.
Yeah, there was like
he made y'all relevant, man.
Yeah,
I think he did, man.
I guess.
Look, what I'm saying is this, man. It's not a sexy pick. But when you watch that film and you see the accuracy, the arm, the charisma, bro, this guy has Patrick Mahomes aura in him. He can be the next Josh Allen.
Patrick Mahomes
bro, he's
aura?
6'2", 225.
That's a big dog.
6'2 and a half, 225.
Nah, that's a big dog. That's a big dog. And he's 225, so he can run.
Jalen Hurts is 6'1". And a half. This guy, they're like comparison. They're almost the same.
So that's a big man.
The only thing about the whole Shador thing is I wanted Shador because I'm going to be buying tickets.
Yeah.
I want to be excited to go to the game, to know that, hey, look, a Sanders might be behind, the line and making these plays, but we already know the truth, right? We already know. We don't want to say it, right? Mm-hmm. We already know what the Giants are trying to do here, right? They don't want to, they just don't want to invest. See, my thing is this, man.
You already know what it is.
Here's my thing, bro. NFL teams, it's all about marketing.
Exactly.
Who can I market? We already know the demographic that's watching the NFL.
Yeah, huh?
It's America's game.
You're right.
Now, although America is a melting pot, America's game.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
yeah.
You had players like Cam Newton. Think about this. Hear me out. You had players like Cam Newton who probably should have been the face of the NFL back when he was winning the MVP. But they didn't market Cam Newton the way he should have been marketed.
Because he didn't fit the status quo.
And that's what I'm saying. For the New York Giants, my team, my very favorite team, they don't invest in the black QB, bro.
They never will.
They never will.
That's how they are. That's how they've been. Like, when was the last time you ever seen the Giants draft a black quarterback?
Now they will start Geno Smith over Eli and mess up Eli's
but
thing.
They won't draft and say, they won't say like, oh, this is gonna be our guy.
They won't give the keys.
Hell no.
They won't give the keys. So now we sit back and watch, right? So I guess it's okay that they can be chasing the next Eli, going to Ole Miss, finding his replacement. Again, I did like what I see, but still, why is it that they don't want to do that? I'll ask you this question, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an NFL team, does it make more sense to market your game around a white quarterback, Caucasian? Let's not be white. White can be controversial. A Caucasian quarterback or a black quarterback. Which one is more easy to market, in your opinion?
To me, it depends. It depends on your state. To be honest with you.
Okay.
So let's say like if you're in the South, let's say like Tennessee, Cam Ward, perfect. He's
okay.
Like Tennessee, that's like Southern.
Yeah.
And he's got and he has that Southern like grit, like big dog type of attitude. So it'll be perfect for him. Mm-hmm. For New York, flashy. Not that flashy, but it's like more like sophisticated, high upper class. Yeah, they're probably gonna go with the white one. Unfortunately, but that's the reality.
And look, I watched, like I said, going back to Jackson Dart, right? He does remind me of a Josh Allen.
He does.
He does remind me of a really good quarterback, similar to Mahomes, or what's his name that went to the Colts and retired, or I forget his name.
The Colts and retired?
Yeah, what's his name? That QB that retired?
Oh, Andrew Luck.
Yeah, he reminds me just like Andrew Luck.
Yeah, and
very talented, right? So I can't be mad at the pick. I can't be mad at it. What I'm mad at is, what if you went for Shador?
It would have been. I think it would have been. I would have enjoyed it, but you gotta understand, like, as an organization, did you want that interference with Deion? Because he's gonna be everywhere. Think about it. If you're Deion Sanders and your son gets drafted, and there's basically speculations that, like, oh, he wants to coach his son. You know what I'm saying? So, like, would you want that in your facility, in your environment?
First of all, we're talking about the legendary Deion Sanders, probably the top 5 greatest players of all time in the NFL history. Coaching his son, you're mad at that?
I'm not mad, but it's like you gotta understand the logic. You gotta understand the logic of some of these players. A team is
gonna be mad that they're getting coached. Their QB is getting coached by one of the best players that ever laced them up to do it.
You gotta understand. Some people don't like it.
Winning is winning. Winning is winning. Who cares about the controversy? Especially in New York, right? You're gonna get controversy no matter who you put at the helm. Imagine if you're winning too. Imagine what that marketing is gonna look like for your team and the state of New York. And the entire franchise and the NFL franchise.
I just feel like you gotta understand the locker room dynamic. It's like when you have some guy like that, when they're trying to focus on games and everything, and you see somebody like Deion that has that influence. Like some coaches wouldn't want that. They want to coach their way, their philosophy, and etc.
Nobody's saying that. So Deion is not gonna be in the locker room coaching his boy during the NFL season, bro. This is the NFL. You think they're gonna allow anybody to just walk into the locker room? Come on, let's be real, bro. Deion is a well figured name, but he don't got that power, bro. So all this narrative that people are creating, bro, what are people talking about? Since when can you just walk into a locker room and just interfere with a QB? When? Doesn't even make sense. This narrative that people are creating it comes from nowhere. And last I checked, wasn't Buffalo winning? Weren't they winning? They went from a nobody team to being one of the highest rated teams for us to be viewing them. Yeah. They were winning. Mm-hmm. Everything Deion touches wins. So what are we talking about? This narrative that people are just trying to justify why this boy didn't get picked. It's some nonsense going on.
It is nonsense, but it's like, I understand, but I don't understand because I feel like it was just straight wrong. He did not deserve to be in the 4th round.
Bro, he got picked in the 5th round.
He got picked in the 5th?
5th round. And I'll be honest.
And the Browns got him. Even worse.
The Browns, I don't know what the Browns are doing. So in the beginning, they look like geniuses trading down. For the people who were following the NFL draft, they look like geniuses. They traded down from their pick, got the 5th pick, didn't give up too much.
Exactly.
Then they draft, later in the round, they draft a QB. And then you wait to draft Shador Sanders.
Wait, they drafted a QB?
Yeah, they drafted a QB.
What type of
Tyler or something?
What type of logic
Tyler,
is that?
Nobody knows.
I don't understand that logic.
Oh, from Oregon. Yeah. Bro, I suspect, this is what happened, bro. I suspect NFL said, hey, guys, this kid during the interviews for the draft, because what I heard was he was blowing off teams because he was too cocky, too confident. He was saying, hey, look, man, I ain't going to that team. So you know what happened? That got word. The NFL said, hey, look, we're going to make an example out of this kid. We're going to let people know that you are not in control, no matter how good you are. Because the NFL is a selection process.
See, one thing I'm about to tell you about what the NFL is, sometimes it's,
say it, bro.
To me, it's a plantation.
Dang, I ain't go that far.
It's a plantation.
But you know what? I wouldn't say you're too wrong on that, bro.
Yeah, so it's like they want the black boys to say like, oh, pick me, massa, pick me, massa, pick me. And it's like when you have the confidence to say like, nah, your team is not good. Let me. I don't want to pick this thing. I don't want to be in this team. I don't want to be in this team. And you have that confidence. They're gonna be like, all right, screw you. Now they're gonna blackball you and say, don't hire him. Don't get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you understand, like they fear, they really hate confident black men.
Not even that. I won't say they hate confident black men. I'll say this. Since when if I'm a candidate for a job, right? I'm interviewing you, or you're interviewing me, but I'm also interviewing too because I need to know: do I even want to work here? So I don't have a say. By me saying that I don't want to play for X team, that makes me a bad person. I thought in the interview process, I'm assessing if this is gonna make sense. I have one career, bro. I have one chance at this. Why am I gonna go to a team knowing that this team does not develop quarterbacks? Since when has the Browns ever developed a quarterback?
Oh, and look at Deshaun Watson. Look how crazy he fell down.
Yeah, he had to go get hand jobs because he was like, "This is too much." You know what I mean? He can't focus in Cleveland. I have to go to that Asian parlor, not the regular parlor, but the Asian one.
Asian parlor.
You already know.
They got the soft hand, so it's like.
Well, I don't know. I don't do Asian. That's what you do.
No,
it's all good. We don't judge, man. Don't worry. We don't judge.
I don't think I would like. Yeah, like I don't think I would waste my time to do that.
Yeah,
it's like. But I did enjoy one. But
okay, mom's watching. But this is what I'm saying though. That team does not know how to develop QBs. So if I'm Shador, I'm not trying to go to the Browns. I want to go to a team that can actually want to win.
You're right.
No, I want to keep tanking.
The Browns don't know how to develop running backs. They don't know how to develop.
Well, they have running backs.
They have Nick Chubb, but how many times that man got injured?
Hey, man, he's a workhorse though. I mean, they forget before the injury. Injury is different, right?
The only guy that I can say that's really been effective was Kareem Hunt. Jim Brown. Yeah, obviously.
They had Trent Richardson, right? But he was a bust.
Trent Richardson was a bust. Unfortunately, he was good though, but he was a bust.
But what I'm saying is, why can't athletes speak up? Why
can athletes be confident?
And again, why can't they be confident? Why does that make them a bad person? You watched the games in Buffalo because he had charisma. You wanted to watch him because you wanted to see if he was going to lose, and people tuned in.
Exactly. This is tuned in to watch him.
Entertainment, right?
I don't know, man. Because at the end of the day, you gotta realize, like, I really enjoy watching college football because of them. That combo between Travis Hunter and Shador and how they came back from games. I was like, this guy has to be a top pick.
You know what? I really imagine if the Browns selected Travis Hunter, and then later on selected Shador Sanders, bro. Your combo is like LSU, right? Like the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
If you have two players they're really in sync, go after those two players. Change the dynamic. For some reason, the game I watch, the college games I watch, it's not the same games that these scouts are watching. I don't know. Maybe it's just a fan of me, but we're watching something different.
Hey, when you're so high up, man, you can't see the ground sometimes.
Maybe
like that.
So maybe
think about it. The Giants did the same thing last year.
What's that?
They could have drafted another quarterback. Could have drafted so many quarterbacks, but they just did bad again.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll be honest. Finally, the GM, he listened to his son. And his son said, "Hey, pick this player. Trust me, I'm giving you the green light, bro. This is where we are today, man. Listen to your kids as a GM.
Listen to your kids."
So wait a minute. What do you think about speaking of football players, former football players? Yo, Shannon Sharpe, man. My man is well-known, successful podcast, ESPN analyst now. But how did he get into this position, bro?
I don't know, but it is embarrassing. When you really think about it, like, he's a real public figure. And everybody knows him. We call him Unc. Unc Sharpe. For this to come out... Like, think about it. How old is he? Like 56?
Damn near 60.
And the girl is 20. What?
No, that was wild, bro.
What the hell?
Like, my cutoff age is like 25. I mean,
yeah.
I don't...
My cutoff age is literally 20... Whoa.
21?
20. First of all, 21, that is nuts.
Why is that nuts? Bro, you're like 15. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not.
I know you're not.
I just turned 29. Like, that cutoff is at 25.
Are you 29 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, right?
Yeah. What do you think? You think I thought older or younger?
Huh?
You think I thought older or younger?
No,
it doesn't matter what you thought. I'm just playing.
Nah, like let's be honest. That's really bad. Nah, that's really very honest. Like, what are you doing with that? What are you doing?
But it's so ironic. My man is due to sign $100 million media contract, And then this comes out.
Remember, he's getting extorted for 50 mil.
Half of that.
50 mil.
That's like the United States with their taxes.
Yeah.
We're going to take half. Bro.
Damn.
Think about this. I honestly think what happened was they said, hey, look, this $100 million. You want it? You want it? Huh? Said, we need you to do a Diddy act.
Oh.
You want this money, right? You want this money? Do that Diddy act for us. And he was like, what? Hell no. You sure? We can flip this thing off just like that. We can destroy you just as fast as we can make you.
So there's people pulling the strings.
Of course, bro. Of course. You don't get in a position where nobody knows who you are. Then you blow up because of Cat Williams. And then you have $100 million deal and all of a sudden.
Because think about it. His trajectory was really high because he had the interview. Then he got into ESPN. Then he went to ESPN to become one of the favorites. And then he gets hit with this.
Yeah, they said, hey, do that Diddy act. And he said no. And they say, you know what? Destroy. And we already know how they destroy black successful men, right?
I can't forgive what they did to Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, that's how they do, bro. They insert. I'm not trying to say, look, man, fair game is fair game, right? But the narrative doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Black successful man, insert the Caucasian woman, and then you run wild with that story. Why is that always a gimmick?
Hey, that's what happens when you're messing with that snow, man.
Look,
can't be messing with snow, man. You're gonna get frostbites.
Exactly right. If it was the other way around, this is no news.
Oh man,
nobody knows about that. Nobody cares.
Regular day in the office.
Yeah,
regular day in the office.
I'm actually surprised how they even get the release of that audio. Like that's part of like lawsuit territory.
Exactly.
Like
See what I mean? Certain things don't make sense.
That?
Certain things really don't make sense, and it's like even no, I want to know. I feel like that girl, and that girl is an OnlyFans girl.
20 years old, OnlyFans.
Yeah, like
guys,
like what's the logic here?
Like, can we just use our brain? Like this is not.
Come on.
Then again, if they control the narrative all the way to the end, and then he's found guilty or whatever he's been doing, then we're gonna look bad, right? Then we're gonna look stupid. Yo, you better not have done that. What you said, you've done, Shannon, because we're fighting for you, bro.
Bro, Shannon, please, I'm begging.
You know. We
need to have a real talk with Shannon. Introduce him to some 25-year-olds, 30-year-olds.
My man,
and stay away from
20 years old.
Yeah, 20, bro. What, those girls are not even developed, man.
I mean,
she can't look that good at 20.
What do you plan to do at 20?
She can't look that good at 20.
Hey, man, you know what? His preference is his preference, right? We all like different things.
So his preference is light snow.
Look, man, you using some crazy terms, bro. Yeah, man. Not to go back on Shador, but did you see that prank that they did on him?
That was so,
bro. That's so
corny.
That's so cold, man. Know my man is going through it. You're gonna prank call him as if you're a GM.
That's to me. That's a different level of like corny. Try to get like views and at the end of the day, look at it. They posted it.
They posted it. Get ready to get sued or something.
Yeah,
guys.
like that's so corny. Like just as a human being, like like to trying to market out of somebody's like distress. Like he's probably going through it. Like when you really think about it, like all glitz and glamour. Like he was really. I guarantee you, in his head, he's like, damn, niggas really don't fuck with me in the NFL. And it's like it's probably messing up his psychological. He may look happy in the videos, but deep down, he's probably like, damn, why am I not selected?
And you know what? And that's the NFL. That's the narrative that people are not talking about. Mm-hmm. You're talking about all this. He's going to be a marketing or a distraction. Bro, he's going through it and you see how he's handling that thing?
Yeah, like...
He didn't talk negative. He gave a speech. He said, hey, look, this is not how we all plan it to be. But hey, look, there's God's influence in this.
Yeah.
Let's just trust in God. And bro, that's a man.
That's like mental maturity. Like real mental maturity. Like he knows how to face rejection.
Bro, he was dancing. 5th round selection, dancing because he's just happy that this is all over, bro.
Yeah, like...
And you know what they said? The kids were from Ole Miss. Ironic, right? How did they even get his number, bro? Think about that. That cell phone is only given to GM. That number is only given. It's not like his regular cell phone, bro. That number is only given to like GM. So how did kids from Ole Miss think about this? How did kids from Ole Miss
get his number?
Get that number?
How did they get his number?
Interesting. I don't know, man. Maybe Jackson Dart had something to do with it, bro.
All right, yeah. I had enough of football. I had enough. Well, let's talk about basketball. So let's talk about the Lakers.
Man, I'm tired. I saw the game. I saw the game the last game they played, bro. The Lakers aren't going to win the championship. I'm saying it right now. Lakers are not winning 5. There's no way they can't even win 5 because they lost 2 games now, right? So they can't even win in 6. The Lakers are not going to the finals, bro. That team is not ready. How many turnovers? Bro, it was sloppy as hell. Too many turnovers. Luka Doncic, man, phenomenal player, but this guy, like, too much pouting.
I feel like for him is like he can't handle like physical defense. Because I guarantee you, if they miraculously get out of this round and they face the Rockets, they're getting creamed. I promise you they're getting creamed.
Yeah,
the Rockets is
the pace.
Legit, they have pace and they have power, and they can really hassle you every time. Because they got Man Thompson, he's a hound.
Yeah.
He's going to hound Luka Doncic every time. He's not going to like it.
Yeah.
And he's going to throw it off his game. I'm telling you right now, if they go to Houston, they are losing.
Look, man, I don't think we even talk about that because I don't think they're going to get past the Minnesota. I don't think they're going to get past them. Minnesota got Jordan reincarnated. You know, they have Gobert, even though he's like he's not talented as an offensive player, but he's still, you can't teach that height.
Do you understand like how like the mental shift of like how that team just dialed in as soon as the playoffs hits?
Bro, because they have the scouting report. They know what you're going to do. They know, bro, right now, what the Lakers need is Game 5, Miami Heat versus Boston, LeBron James. When he knew that if they lost one more game, it's over. And he goes for 40, 12, and 9
but
or something.
I think LeBron had like 38.
Yeah.
He had 38?
Yeah, I know.
Like, what more can he do?
No more. Go for 50. Stop passing to Hachimura, man. This guy he's not prepared, bro. Hachimura, they go as far as how he performs.
I guarantee you. You said it right. You said it right there.
Yes.
They go as far as how Hachimura develops.
Yes, because you already know Luka's gonna ball out. You already know LeBron is LeBron.
Austin Reeves is gonna ball out.
And
it's all up to him. And if he stinks it up, they're done. Because that's who they passing it to.
Because Jackson Hayes. He's new. Like, he's new to this.
He's not that new.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, when AD left, he's now the guy that we have to go with. But Hachimura, he's been here from the jump.
Exactly, from the jump.
And you know, he's defending, but he's getting embarrassed, bro.
Bro, sometimes I feel like they sag off into be like, oh, yeah, he's a shooter. All right.
Yeah, take off that Zorro mask. Start playing defense. And let's see, and becoming, like, relevant. You know what I mean?
No, like, let's.
He wears a Zorro mask, bro.
I feel like because think about it, he had like a small injury.
Bro, when LeBron wore the Zorro mask, he was phenomenal.
He dropped buckets.
When Kobe wore the Zorro mask, phenomenal.
Maz Brown was dropping 30, 50, 30. I'm like, oh my God. There's a lot of eras of LeBron. There's L LeBron with the mustache, and he shaved his beard. L LeBron.
L LeBron?
Mm-hmm.
Was he a Laker?
No, he was playing in Cleveland. He had only his mustache.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He had his headband. He didn't have his beard.
Headband LeBron versus no headband LeBron. Because no headband LeBron was in Cleveland when he went against the Golden State Warriors, right?
Headband LeBron was a different animal.
He was, but he wasn't. I don't know. He wasn't.
But like, don't think that old like no headband LeBron. He has wisdom and like. He has understanding. Yeah,
his head became too big. He had to take the headband off.
Yeah, man.
And then he became more LeBron.
I'm joking. He wants the turkey, man, to get his hairline.
Nah, man.
There's no way. Like he got that thing crisp now. There's no way.
I mean, it does this from time to time.
No, because it does, and it's like he really used to have it all the way up there.
I mean, I'll be honest. I looked into turkey. What if I came back with a fade and
Nah, you gotta like, damn, you come out with a fade?
I think, honestly, I look better. I think, I lead the ball community right now. You know what I mean? I think I look good this way. I used to have all that.
I can see it.
Bro, I won best hair in high school, man. Don't get it twisted.
I can see it. You get the nice waves going.
Yeah, man. It was a process, bro.
Yeah, I can see it.
Wave cap, grease, a little water, damp.
Yeah.
Brush.
Yeah.
Put that wave cap, sleep, wake up, take it off.
Do you know what I see you with? I see you with dreads, too.
Nah, don't do that. I'm not a Rasta. Nah.
Like we just
I'm not trying to look like Basquiat and that's Jay-Z stuff, right? Jay-Z tried to do that.
Jay-Z's still doing it. Like you ain't
at the age of like 70.
Yeah, like you just decided, oh, I'm a billionaire. I can just wear my hair wherever.
Yeah, you can though. When you get that billion, you can do anything you want.
What? He goes for like you understand? Like once you hit that billionaire status, you can literally do anything.
One day. So let me ask you a question though, because we were going back at this, earlier today. And honestly, I want to hear what the people thinks. Okay, because we're talking about the greatest point guard of all time, and there's two names that come to mind that we were going at, and you're saying Steph Curry, is better as a point guard than Magic Johnson.
I guarantee you right now, if we do a poll right now, they'll agree with me.
As a point guard?
Yes.
Okay, so let's just break this down so that we can help the audience know why we're going back and forth. What is the definition of a point guard? Like, what's the responsibility of a point guard? Go ahead.
To facilitate your team.
To facilitate. And what's that? Leads that facilitate to your team. Like, what's that? Is it most critical for a point guard to have? What's the stat?
It's assist.
But
I think...
whoa. Let's not jump on it. No. I know you don't get too excited, okay? You know what I mean? You explode too quick, right? It's assist, right? So... if it's assists, where does Steph Curry rank in the all-time assists?
We had our debate. We did some research.
Is he top 10? Yes or no?
No, he's 29.
Is he top 20? Yes or no?
No.
I actually went back and said he's actually 35. I don't know if it was 29 or 35. We got to find that fact check. But my man is not even top 10 as a point guard.
Yeah, but
how can he be known as the best point guard of all time?
Let me
help me out. Go ahead.
Let me give you some little trivia.
I'm listening. Let me get comfortable.
Yeah, get comfortable. Get some popcorn ready.
Got my elbow on my
get
seat
some popcorn ready. So, in this era, what is this era really known for?
Scoring.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, when you're a point guard, and if you're trying to do all the assists, and your team is down bad, you need to start hitting threes. That's all this game has been about, hitting threes.
Okay.
In the past few years, we've been leading years in 3-point makes for years.
Okay.
Like I think like 2 years ago was the highest 3-point makes they had in history.
Okay.
Because as scoring goes up more, assist goes down. You know what I'm saying?
No, that don't make sense to me.
Scoring
goes more. It means assist goes up more. Okay?
No.
I don't know that math.
When you have a point guard, as a point guard, your role now is to score the ball. You're not telling me Jalen Brunson's not going to have majority assists.
Okay.
Kate Cunningham is not going to have majority assists. His goal is to drop buckets.
Okay.
You got to be honest with yourself. Back then, yes. But now, it changed.
Okay.
As a point guard, you have to be dynamic and you have to score the ball.
Okay.
Think about it. Even now, like, think about it. Ben Simmons, he was playing point guard for Sixers. By the way, they are terrible, by the way. Sixers are terrible. Man, when they had Ben Simmons, only thing bad about him was that he couldn't know how to shoot, and that derailed his career. If he would at least know how to shoot the 3-point line, he would still be effective today.
Who's that?
Ben Simmons.
Who?
Ben Simmons.
Who?
It doesn't matter what you think.
Look, man, let's be real, bro. And I appreciate you sharing what you shared. It was cute. But look,
it was factual.
If I double team, like I said, double team. He's a point guard. His goal is to make his teammates better. Now, if you're not scoring, it's because it's a reflection on you facilitating to your team. Bro, the reason why the Showtime Lakers are the Showtime Lakers is because when you look at that tape of Magic Johnson...
That team was stacked, though.
Yeah, you know what's funny?
You take that team away and just have Magic with some regular people, they're not going to go far.
Were they winning without Magic? Yes or no?
I don't know.
No, they were not. They were not winning until Magic came to scene. Magic has 5 rings. Kareem has 6. Kareem went to Milwaukee.
I guarantee you, if Steph wins his 5th ring, that debate is out there.
Look, nice and great. Kareem won 6. He has 6 rings, but he has 5 with Magic. And the reason why is because Magic was the facilitator. They weren't winning without Magic. They were not winning without Magic. Magic Johnson won in college.
Okay.
And the very next year wins an NBA champion as a rookie. Magic Johnson is 6'9", Bro, he's not 6'2", he's 6'9". Plays defense for all the positions. He can guard the center. He can score. He can shoot. He can pass. Bro, he is your point guard.
Let me ask you this nice
He's
question.
a point guard.
Are you going to compare the level of competition between back then till now?
Nothing is compared to the level of competition, bro. If Magic Johnson played today, he would eat up.
Would he get a ring?
Bro.
Would he get a ring?
No,
would he get a ring?
Before there was Jordan, there was Magic. You know that,
right? You didn't answer my question. Will he get a ring in this era?
Yes. What are the 6'9" player? Oh my God, this is too easy. What is 6'9", 200+ player do you know handles the ball a lot, can facilitate and score and win rings? I don't know. What's his name? LeBron, bro. He's LeBron James. He's the first LeBron James. He's 6'9", can guard all positions, can play all, can do it all. That's where LeBron comes from. LeBron is Magic and Jordan in one.
So you're trying to tell me that Magic, if he would have let's just swap them. Let's just swap LeBron, put him in the Magic, and swap Magic and put him in this Lakers.
Easy, it's the same player, bro.
Are they going to
You don't watch Magic
You
Johnson?
sure?
Look, just because time passes doesn't mean the game changes.
Are you sure?
The name of the game.
You switch those people and you put them in different times.
Okay.
LeBron is gonna be dominant.
Yeah.
I don't know he's gonna be dominant. I don't think Magic's gonna be dominant in this era, bro.
The only difference between this era and
do you know how many people are there? Now?
The only difference between this era and back then was health, right? You know, doctors, all these nutrition is different, right? Everybody, science is now in the game, and rules. That's the only difference. The name of the game is still put the ball.
I like how you said science, but look how effective science was now.
Great, but the name of the game is put the damn ball in the hoop. Make your players better. So,
I guarantee you.
Does Steph Curry make Draymond Green better?
Yes. Hell yes.
Bro.
He made his career.
He's not, bro. He's not assisting. I'll give you this
Draymond
example.
is literally.
I'll give you this example. You watch Jason Kidd, right?
Yes.
Do you remember how Jason Kidd used to play?
He's a facilitator.
Do you remember? He's a facilitator. Do you remember how he took that team, the Nets, to the finals twice?
Yeah, and guess what? They lost.
Yeah. But you saw how he took that team.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you can't even remember who was on that team. But he took that team to the finals. You know why? Because he was that good. Because he's a facilitator. He knows how to make his team better.
And Richard Jefferson was that dude. Give respect.
Talking about Richard Jefferson here, bro.
Don't disrespect Richard Jefferson.
He's talking about Richard Jefferson
Who's that dude?
right now.
Who's that dude?
Talking about Richard Jefferson right now.
Yeah.
Look at Steve Nash. Look what he did. You looking at me crazy? You see what Steve Nash did to that team?
They had a good system.
Okay.
A really good system.
Steve Nash is the reason why.
Yeah.
Okay. Chris Paul. Point guards, bro. Deron Williams. Point guards. Steph Curry's a shooter. We get it. He's a great shooter. But when we talk about the point guard,
he's not a great shooter. He's the greatest.
He's the greatest. Yes, we know.
He has the most output of all point guards. The most output.
But before we even started this debate, bro, you proved me right. What is the one stat as a point guard that's most important? And you already said it. Assist. He doesn't even rank the top freaking 10.
I understand that, but at the end of the day, when you're in this area, assist doesn't matter. You have to score the ball. As a point guard, you're gonna have to shoot.
So what happens when he has an off day? The team is screwed then.
Yes, they have. If you have an off day, it's over
because his focus is scoring.
Why do you think when Steph goes like 0 for 6, they lose?
Is because his focus is scoring. If his focus is scoring, not helping his teammates get better, don't be surprised why your team is not winning. Don't be surprised that you're getting overly exhausted because you can't make your teammates better. Now the Golden State, their system works, right? They do the triangle in a different way, right? Thanks to Steve Kerr. But bro, the best point guard? What are we talking about? He can't. He's a liability on defense. Magic Johnson was 6'9".
Hey, chat. All I want you guys to do is run up the comments when we post this, and you have that long debate. We're gonna do a poll, and we're gonna say who was better.
Man, Magic Johnson is the best point guard to ever do it. Number 2 is probably Isaiah. Controversy between Isaiah and Stephen Curry.
Where did he come in?
Stephen Curry. I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking. But you know what? I want to say this though. I am tired of these GOAT debates. Goats. Who's the GOAT? Who's the bad?
Yeah, because Like, to me, it's about your preference, because you got to think about it.
No, we should just switch it up.
Yeah.
Let's change it to who's the most sensational player, the MSP. New category. Who's the most sensational player?
Sensational.
Sensational. Yeah. Future, right?
All right. So
Look. Tell me this. I'll give you some names.
Okay.
Let's play this game. I'll give you names. Who do you think out of these names, who's the most sensational player? There's probably more that needs to be on this list, but we'll just start from this.
Okay.
Starting with the number one player in my mind, T-Mac.
Ooh.
Then you got Mr. Ernest himself, Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, because we never seen anything like that.
Damn.
Derrick Rose. There will never be another Derrick Rose.
Shout out to Derrick Rose.
He'll never be in his prime. It was like it wasn't fair. He was like it wasn't fair. And of course, LeBron James. Out of those juggernauts,
this is a hard.
How would you rank them? Top 5.
Top 5?
Yeah, who would you rank? Top 5. Who's your 5? Who's number 5? The most sensational player.
Sensational.
MSP.
Like, define sensational.
That's good questions. Ask questions before you answer, because you never know. All right, sensational in Harry's eyes. You get the crowd going. Handles, highlights. You're a walking highlight, bro.
They gotta put Kyrie.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're only gonna work with these 5 from now. All right, please don't add any more players. Thank you. So look, style points. How you score is important. How often you score is important. How many highlights you get every single time you play, right? Game changer, right? Change the whole game. Most sensational player out of those 5. T-Mac, MJ, AI, Derrick Rose, LeBron James. Who's your number 5? Get it out the way.
My top 1 right now, LeBron. First of all, Steph needs to be in there. Steph needs to, because
I say sensational. I mean, shooting.
Steph is the same.
I'm talking about dunking, everything, all around player, blocking too, defense.
Okay, I understand.
Come on, man, well-rounded, not just scoring, man. That's today's age.
T-Mac was fantastic.
Okay, who's your number 5?
My number 5, I would say, unfortunately, I gotta put AI.
Okay.
He was sensational, by the way.
Okay, but you're saying what?
But he wasn't like. But he was good on the handles.
Okay,
wasn't really good on the dunking. He can't really dunk. He was like, bro,
he can dunk.
He can dunk, but I was like, I don't want him to dunk. That would be too much stress on his knees. You know
okay.
I'll stand. Next would be like.
Well, wait. So you say AI is your number 5. So look, I'm not in disagreement, but I'll say this: that 1 year, the Laker run, right until he ran to the Laker wall. That was the most exciting I've ever been watching a game where a 5'11", 6 feet, whatever you want to call him, was just playing as if he was 7 feet tall. It was exciting. That to me was the sensation of AI, but it was only for 1 year.
By the way, AI, Allen Iverson, not artificial intelligence. Got to get that. Just want to make sure.
That was corny as hell, bro. like straight from quarantine. I don't know where that came from. We could have done well without that. It's cool.
You understand?
Hey, but shout out to AI. I heard you got like a big deal. Make that bag. So appreciate young, successful black athletes making more money. It's always good to highlight. Okay, who's your number 4?
Derrick Rose.
What?
Yeah, because he was sensational, but like
what?
He was great, but it's like he got injured. After he got injured, it was over. Yeah, you have to put it like he's like the biggest what if in all the sports.
Yes, he is.
So like you can't. I want to put him up there, but it's like just because of what happened with injuries and like how he recovered was amazing. He still had great years. He still had great years after his injuries.
When he came back, he wasn't the same. It was evident,
but he was still effective.
But I'll say this, man: the only player I can say that was like Derrick Rose was probably Russ Westbrook. You know, playing with such anger and speed.
That's
and
another guy that's supposed to be on here.
Yeah, could have, but this 5 is what I'm gonna stick with.
Yeah,
don't interject. Don't add more names. Thank you, appreciate it. But nah, seriously, like. Derrick Rose, man, we've never seen a player like him since DMJs or whatever. But like, I'm not in disagreement because the names is that the names. So who's on your 3rd? Who's number 3?
T-Mac.
Why? Why is T-Mac not number 1 or 2?
T-Mac was great, but not like compared to these guys. Like,
bro, man. T-Mac was also what 6'9", 6'10".
Like
dunking.
He was sensational. He was doing everything, and it's like even that when he came back and won that game against San Antonio, when he scored and he scored like 9 points in like
7 seconds or something.
So it's like you can't do that. Come on, that's cemented in basketball history.
You know, we hear stories all the time with NBA players. T-Mac was so good back in the day. T-Mac was so good. Where it was T-Mac, Tim Duncan, a whole bunch of players. They did this photo shoot, right? Of course, T-Mac is like the main guy at that time. Mm-hmm. And as he walks in, the person who's doing the whole media marketing thing is like, hey, we're going to be taking like 50 snapshots or whatever. He goes, whoa. I'm the star. We're going to take 5 good shots and we're going home. Mm-hmm. My man was that good to be commanding whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted.
He was good. Think about it. He was giving people like Kobe Bryant
trouble.
He was giving trouble.
He's scoring 50, 60.
The fact that we called him T-Mac instead of Tristan McGrady, the fact that he has his own nickname.
When you get
your own nickname,
when you get a nickname, you're somebody.
You're that dude.
Yeah.
Like T-Mac. Yeah. That's a great name.
I mean, White Mamba. You know what the White Mamba is?
White Mamba? No.
Trivia time.
White Mamba.
Who's the White Mamba?
White Mamba.
Bro, you don't know the white. You don't know basketball if you don't know who the White Mamba is.
The White Mamba.
It just tells you that not every nickname actually makes you a superstar, good player. But anyways, he's not good. He's a good player because he's in the NBA, but he's not a good player.
Who in God's name will say White Mamba? That's mad.
I'll give you a hint. It's like the biggest hint you can get. His team wears green.
No way to give Jason Tatum the White Mamba.
Bro, you don't. He's no longer in the NBA.
Okay.
White Mamba, his team wears green, no longer in the NBA. Trivia. Stumped?
Yeah.
Scalabrini, man. Scalabrini, that's his name. The White Mamba.
What the hell? Yeah. Scalabrini?
See, it just shows you that just because you have a nickname doesn't make you a good player.
Why the fuck will you name somebody White Mamba? First of all,
he's that guy.
Scalabrini was not that guy.
Bro, Scalabrini. I'm not saying he was that guy in the NBA court, but you know what he's that guy about? When people call him out saying he's trash, he's this, he'll be like, yeah, yo, play me on 1-on-1. Let's see how trash I am. And he'll give you the work, bro. He'll work you, bro. Pause. He'll work you, man. He'll work you, bro.
No Diddy.
He'll work you, bro. My man is. What was that? There was a sensation, a legend in New York. It was some raggedy old dude, right? Talking crazy. My man came to the courts, worked them.
Wow.
So who do you see winning the finals, bro?
No, we haven't finished. Oh
yeah. I'm sorry. Jumping ahead. Whoops.
Yeah, stop jumping ahead, man. Whoops. You got something else to be?
Don't worry about it. Top 2. Who's number 2 of all time most sensational player? This list could be bigger than it is.
It is. He's like, yeah, we gotta expand on this more.
Yeah,
we're gonna expand.
Cool.
Good job. Let me
see. Jesus Christ.
I know, right? I know.
You gotta cut those nails, man.
Yeah. I was like,
Jesus Christ. Am I bleeding?
No, you're not bleeding, man.
Okay.
Come on, man. I'll say, unfortunately, I gotta put MJ as number 2 and LeBron at number 1. Hear me out. I know you looked at me crazy. But it was like, I did not see MJ.
Then go see MJ. It's called YouTube.
I did not see. I saw LeBron really come back from really a lot of crazy games.
Yeah.
Remember Remember when it was down 3-1? You experienced that. When it was down when he was down 3-1 against Golden State, a 72-win team. He came back. Bro, they literally said, "Oh, he was crying. He was crying about something." It was like he was in his feelings. Came back. They won game 1. They won game 2. Then game 7, blocked by James. Remember that? That's in your head. Then Kyrie with that shot. That was not, you probably. That was probably one of the greatest series in your head.
I'm not gonna lie.
That was probably one of the greatest series ever.
I'm not even going to disagree with you, bro. And Michael Jordan, his airness, was the first to make us drop our jaws and say, wow, this is unbelievable what we're seeing. You were like 3 when he was playing. So I encourage you to go on YouTube and watch all the videos, right? He was sensational, by far the best athlete we've ever seen. But to your point, LeBron James.
Bro, you gotta understand those series, even the series that he lost, those are all can be like documented movies. That's how entertaining it was.
No, it was sensational. Between the two, you can't go wrong. I mean, the only difference between LeBron and Jordan was Jordan would always come out on top at the end. Once he got to the dance, not all the time. Once he got to the dance,
think about it. Like these were actually if you really think about it, these are all basically movies. You can put them as movies.
Yeah, I'm giving you LeBron because 6'8", 6'9", jumping like the way he's jumping,
and he's
shooting
the game winners he had,
and he's still doing it. I'm impressed,
bro. The amount of game winners I've seen him have. Think about it. I've been watching him since I was like in the
it's third grade.
I'm 29. I'm 29, so like I've been watching him my whole life.
I know, impressive, and people still talking trash.
I know, right?
Crazy. It's all good though. So are you happy? Are you happy with the draft? Are you happy with how things are going? Going back to football, should we be boycotting the NFL the way they boycott some of these players who are black athletes, who are former athletes, right? Who still have talent, but they don't give them a shot. Mm-hmm. So should we be boycotting the NFL until they make the decision that makes it a fair game for all and not just the select few that they want to market that looks like the person they you know where I'm going with that.
I understand, but let's be honest. If you want to do that type of boycotting, we have to have a real legit plan. You know what I'm saying? We can't just say, "Oh, we're not gonna watch the NFL." That's a lie. People are gonna want to watch it.
Yeah, watch it.
We got a plan. We can't just say, "Oh, we're gonna boycott these things." We gotta have a legit plan of saying like, "Oh, this is what we're gonna do," and etc.
When ratings start going low for the first 2, 3, 4 weeks, well, get used to that.
Yeah,
every year, 2, 3, 4 weeks within the first 3, 4 weeks of the season, if we boycott, to let them know, hey, we're watching. We got a voice too as fans. I'm not just talking about black. I'm just in general, right? I mean, for this topic, yes, but like, what happened to being fair? This kid, imagine throughout your entire life, right? You only have one of these moments. And you bust your butt, you take those hits, you go through those grinds. When everybody's playing, because I know the life, I play sports. Everybody's enjoying their summers, getting their tans.
Hell no. What?
Athletes are
in this.
Bro,
it is work.
They're going through it. They're going through the sacrifice. They're going through everything, and then it gets to the point where they hit the highest level that they can possibly hit, and some BS narrative reporter says something so stupid that impacts your career trajectory to a point where you now are seen as they create the narrative now. Oh, he's this, he's that. He don't got this. Where was that when he was winning those games?
Exactly. So let me tell you something. Even if you've been putting in work in the summer and you come to practice with it, it's still not. Cause sometimes it still don't show. Sometimes it's like you can work so hard in the summertime and it will still not be noticed. So even if like even that narrative is like all the hard work he put in those summers and all that, like just for somebody to say something crazy, like not give him his proper dues, like it's insane. Yeah. To me, it's like when you really feel like I feel this pain because like you really like playing football is a really hard sport.
It's very hard.
It's a mental headache.
It's a man's game.
It's a mental headache, and it's like for you to put in that hard work and let something like stupid little small thing that's gonna derail your like he's not gonna make them same amount of money as Cam Ward.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and like they're basically at the same level. So like it's to me it's whack. It's whack.
I don't know what the NFL is doing.
I don't know,
but it's not. In my opinion, that's totally wrong.
It's wrong.
They did somebody wrong to make a point, And to be honest, I thought this was called entertainment. Since when does a person who has charisma talking trash is bad for the league?
Exactly.
It makes me want to watch more. It made everybody want to watch Colorado, and they got the highest views. Why would you pass up? Like, the boy has talent.
No respect. So let's be real. Like, if Anthony Edwards ever played football and he had that charisma, then they would never drafted him.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
So why does being a confident football player hinders your draft stock?
Baker Mayfield was the same way, talking way crazier, and he was the number one pick. Why?
Baker Mayfield wasn't the number one pick.
Yes, he was. He was the number one pick. You
sure?
Draft. No,
he was not
draft.
the number. Baker Mayfield.
How much? Dinner bet.
I'm thinking.
Maybe you're not thinking.
I'm thinking Johnny Manziel.
Maybe you're not thinking.
I'm thinking Johnny Manziel.
Even he got drafted in the first round.
No.
He got drafted in the first round.
You sure he got drafted in the first round?
Yeah, to the Browns.
Yeah, he got drafted by the Browns.
He walked on stage, right?
Oh yeah, he did.
Think about that.
He did. You're right. You're right. I give it to you.
All right, I know we're jumping from left and right, but look, time is ticking.
Yes.
Who do you think is going to be in the NBA Finals when it's all said and done?
We can put a bet on it.
Okay, I'll give you my two.
Mm-hmm.
But if one of the teams makes it to the finals, then that person wins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's a bet.
Yeah.
You guys saw that, right? What we betting for?
The same. We did this last time.
Wait, what was the bet last time?
It was between the Nuggets. It was
oh yeah. Then I think I lost that one.
You lost that one. Yeah, you had to cover that too.
I don't think I lost nothing. You can't remember the bet. Yo, am I bleeding?
You're not bleeding, buddy.
Anyways, so who's your two?
I think it's gonna be. I think Boston's going back to the finals.
Okay. Who would surprise you if it wasn't Boston?
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Okay.
Either between Boston or Cleveland.
Okay, so who's the West Coast? Who's the? There's a lot of teams, man.
The Thunder. Okay, see.
Thunder.
Yeah, they make it to the finals.
Okay. Look, I like your picks. Not saying you can't go wrong with Boston. Boston is just too much, man. Too much firepower. Like, especially that Petriot kid. Everybody in that whole team is good, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the sleeper that nobody's talking about is the Los Angeles Clippers, bro. Kawhi in the playoffs when he's healthy.
Oh, you're right.
My man's playing like Jordan now.
And they're experienced. All those experienced players.
Tyronn Lue, the beard. They have the formula, bro. And nobody's talking about it. Look, they're making the Nuggets, right? They're playing the Nuggets. Do you know
what's so funny?
What's so funny?
You know what's so funny? They have all this S, and they got rid of PG. And they put PG to Philly, and they're worse.
Look, PG
stinks.
No, I'm not saying he stinks.
Nah,
he's an NBA player, but I feel like wherever he goes, the focus is not basketball. There's a distraction with PG, and
oh my god,
So to your point, man, these boys are cooking now. Playoff is a different game than the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
So give me your summary of the NFL draft. Steph Curry not being the top point guard in my opinion, but your opinion is like, give me are you satisfied with how everything's going in the sports world?
Yeah, it's serving its purpose to entertain me. So I guess it's like there was some type of drama in the draft. They could have had a real clean draft, but no, they wanted to do all that nonsense. They just exposed and felt like how crazy of an organization they are. Like they just tell me they to me it tells me that like they are very, very, I don't want to say it, but I gotta say it, racist organization.
Honestly, look, by them doing what they did, it puts more scrutiny and more media on the team that selects him. So it makes it now unavoidable. You could have just drafted him and it would have been all fine. It would have been over. But now it's going to be a story. Yeah. So with all you guys watching, tell us what you think. Should they have done what they did to Shador? Is the NFL making an example out of players who are too confident? Is it the game of the NFL? Is it no longer just the eye tests?
Yeah, like right? if you're good, that's it. Why do you have to be like, why do I have to appease to you? Like you have to, as long as you're good, you can throw the ball, you look good, what you do. You're not gonna tell me that like, A guy like who's a guy that I don't know. Who's a guy that got, because I know it was Cam Ward, Jason Dart, some other guy that
Tyler or something from.
Yeah, he's not that good.
Look,
he's not better than him.
Shador was ranked one of the top 3 quarterbacks, and this is what happened. So look, guys, for you guys watching, tell us what you guys think. Should this have happened? Write in the comments. And again, maybe we boycott. Maybe, we don't know.
We gotta have a plan though.
We gotta have a plan.
A proper plan.
Maybe. But look, I'm Harry Obama J. We love your time. Like I said, do us a favor. We're growing. We thank you. Like and subscribe, share, and maybe one day they'll sit down here with us, right?
I hope so.
I don't know. But again, we love your time, guys. I'm Harry Obama J. HBK. Cutting hands here. Damn, I'm bleeding, bro.
You're not bleeding. Matter of fact, I'm gonna cut it just because. Because you always complain.
Yo, pedicure, man. Men do pedicures. But we love your time, guys. Stay tuned to the next episode. Maybe there's one of these videos you can click and watch for the other episode. So we love your comments. We do watch your comments. We do watch your comments. Okay, so J-Star in the basement. I know you.
Yeah.
I know you.
I'm telling you, you guys are these guys that be making those comments, and you guys don't even be showing your profile pictures.
I know. Like,
y'all be having some really be burner accounts. Y'all be looking crazy.
Yo, y'all not burner.
You guys look crazy about me. About how I do my thing. You need to look about what y'all be doing. Y'all look crazy.
This guy's a dog. But look, guys,
y'all be looking crazy.
I'm your host. We love you. Stay tuned to the next show. Peace.